Good evening, everybody. Now, listen to me. I've been hanging out with all of my college friends for the last 3 days, playing Family Feud. We actually did that, but we were talking so much about our childhood and all the things that happened along the way up until crazy hours of the morning. And so now here comes this voice that you're hearing now. It's coming back, though. Listen to me make this comeback. But just in case I run out, where's my man Cecil at? Get up here, man. Get up here. Give him a round of applause. See, when you're trying to lead, you always got to have a backup plan. And here's my backup plan. This is the greatest, come on up here, man. Come on up. This is the greatest backup plan I got. What you gonna do, man? Say hello to the people.
Hello.
Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Well, I went to Urban Scholars during the summer because I've been influenced from my brother, Anthony Bennett. And so...
Man, get off the mic. Trying to take my job already? What grade are you in?
Sixth grade.
Sixth grade. One of our urban scholars, and we're so proud of you. Now you know we're on your case, right? Okay. So we have you up here tonight to help me out. I want to thank the master. This master of ceremonies, you're something else. Joan Becker, give her a round of applause. Welcome to the University of Massachusetts, Boston. This is an unbelievable special occasion for us. On behalf of our students that are here, you saw them in the hallway, our students looking so good. I was like, you all dress up so well. Our faculty, they're here, our deans are here, our staff is here, our community is here at this great Boston Public University. We are just so excited to have you, so I want to extend, on behalf of my man here and I and all that community, our gratitude to you. Every dollar tonight makes a difference in the life of someone like this. I know firsthand what that means, because I was one of these young men. These guys, Game 7 in Boston is almost like missing church. They gave up Game 7 in the playoffs because this is their Game 7. Being on this campus tonight, this chairman, vice chairman, whatever he is now, but friend of this institution, Jim Karam. Give him a round of applause. Our president, someone who I'm proud to stand with, as we used to say all the time, back to back, was that what it was? Back to back in our efforts to make this Massachusetts University an institution that you will all be so proud of. And so we're so grateful to have you here and your beautiful wife here as well, and your beautiful wife as well, Mr. Karam. We're so glad to see her here too. Give them all a round of applause. He said, don't try to make up now because he thought I missed you. But I told you when you walked up, I was coming for you, not him. Listen, so glad to have all of you. In addition to our urban scholars, I'm so grateful for your contributions to the Motley Scholarship Program, which provides for our graduates of our pre-collegiate programs like this. It sort of links them to the institution. So you are helping us with them pre-collegiately. Then your contributions to the Motley Scholarship helps make sure they can come to this institution, stay here, thrive here, and make some unbelievable kinds of successes for us. Since our founding, this university has chosen to actively engage with and serve our community. We do that. That's why we all run to work every day. We love being here because it's what we would be doing anyway. This work is a way of life for so many people on this campus. And so we get goosebumps when we walk across the campus. We don't see the cracks because we see the future every day in the young people and the old people and the older people that we serve. We live in the future through them, and we know that, and that's an unbelievable opportunity for those who have the pleasure of being in this community, working with young men like this who inspire us. See how you got my voice back already tonight? Now listen, we're going to shine a spotlight tonight on these pioneering programs, but also pioneering individuals like my good friend, Charles Desmond. Charlie, we're so grateful to have you here. We also have some wonderful college presidents here in the room, and I just want to introduce them. President Nelson Nunes, who's right here from Eastern Connecticut State University. Stand up for a minute. President Brian Johnson from Montgomery Colleges down in Maryland. Stand up. And our man and his beautiful bride, coming back from the West Coast, University of Massachusetts, Boston, Chancellor and current President of San Francisco State University, Bob Corrigan. Bob, please stand up. And his wonderfully beautiful wife, Joyce. Stand up, Joyce. Hey, see, let me tell you something, man. When you're a chancellor, it's like the Olympics. One of them gets the baton, and they pass it on to the next one. That guy right there started all of this. I get the chance to stand up here and hype it all up. But he was the one who said yes from the very beginning. Charlie, go do what you need to do. I'll support it. And that's the man right there, and that's why he's in the room today. See, he passed the baton, and what we don't want to do is fumble it, okay? And we won't fumble it because of you. So that's the deal. So we're pleased to welcome you here. I'm also pleased to welcome my dear friend and someone I got to know very intimately over a period of time working together at this other university that I've had the honor of receiving an honorary degree from yesterday. Richard Freeland is here. He's our Commissioner of Higher Education. He is someone who knows his campus, loves his campus, told me to treat this campus, came over here several times to let me know how he felt about this campus and what I better do. He let me go to come here, pulled me in his office and said the only place he would let me go without trying to convince me not to go was the University of Massachusetts, Boston. And I am grateful to you for that. Let's give him a round of applause. And finally, Vice Chair of the Boston School Committee and dear friend, Marshall Rayner. Marshall, where are you at? Give her a round of applause. She's here. Thank you so much for being here. But now let's talk about money. As I look out in front of me, I see a lot of dollar signs. But I see some that come with the values that make a difference. None I can think of in our philanthropic partners are better than the ones I'm going to talk to you now. I know that we have our State Street Corporation people in the room. I want to thank them because of all the work they do. But Wainwright Bank, a donor to several university programs. Stand up. We have the chair. Come on, stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. The Treffler Foundation has been there with us with our Dorchester Education Complex and our lead sponsor, Verizon. Let's give them a loud shout out for tonight. 25 years, 1,500 lives, talent for tomorrow. That's our theme for tonight. It speaks about these young men and young women. This is our milestone anniversary, but we're just getting started. The number of students it has served and the ultimate benefit to our society is endless and countless. This, of course, is all about helping bright, handsome, motivated students attain higher education. Look at that smile. We recognize that this journey isn't an easy one for these young people. And so we want to make it so each one of those steps gets easier than it was for any of us in this room. Our goal for them is to reach for and reach over thresholds that were unimaginable for us. I don't want you to ever think that nothing is possible for you. And so that's what tonight is about. It's about the intimacy that comes when you care about something, and then you act on that. And that's what we want to do when we have you here in this environment. So let me tell you a bit about our program real quick, as I like bragging about what we do here. Our college enrollment rate for this program is 98%. And I know some of you say, well, Dr. Motley, or Chancellor, or Keith, or whatever you call me on campus, but they don't all come to us. They come to us to be prepared to go out wherever they're going. That's what we're about here. We want them to go to college. If they're in Elsa's hands, then I know they're in good hands. If they're in Brian's hands, they're in good hands, no matter where they go from here. If we are honored enough to have them here, as we're going to have with you, Ivy, then guess what? We're going to embrace that too. Our goal is to keep that 98%, turn it into 100%, and we're going to make a difference. 86% of them so far, and this passes all of their national peers, have gotten out of there. This is their college retention rate. 86% graduate. Now, so I want you to see them. Stand up if you are a current Urban Scholar, if you are someone working with them, or if you're an alumni in this room. Stand up so we can see you. So you know it's making a difference. You know your support matters. You know the results that we get when you put this thing together. Am I doing okay so far? Yeah. You want to add something? Okay. He's saying he hasn't said one thing on this page. They're saying that back there too. They say, I spend all this time writing this stuff for this guy, and he never says what we tell him to say. We are so grateful that this university has been the incubator for such talent as Charles Desmond. He has been the one who has been the impetus for this. He understood the potential of Boston's youth back when people weren't paying attention. And he said, no, I don't want this to happen. And so, Charlie, we just couldn't think of anybody that we wanted to have here tonight to say thank you to. He said to me earlier, he said, Keith, man, why are you all doing, why are you doing this? He said, I said, well, Charlie, we don't ever want to forget those people who were there in the beginning. Yes, I can stand up here and take all the credit for your work, but I want to acknowledge that and let people know that's where it started. You did it well. And now it reminds us that we need to continue to do it well. So thank you. So in closing, finally closing, I'd like to share a personal reflection. This night is not just significant for us here at the University of Massachusetts, Boston. It's also deeply meaningful for me personally and my loved ones who are here. My mother's here. She was my first teacher. She's my inspiration. She's the one who taught me how to be me. She gave me this caring spirit. Her, my sisters, my friends from growing up, from the time I can remember, are here tonight because they believe in this program. You all stand up as well. Ma, you don't have to get up. 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 And so I didn't know anything about the J. Keith Motley Scholarship. You know, I sort of came up with the idea. They raised this money, and then they presented it to me at the inauguration, and I was like, I didn't even know there was a Motley Scholarship, okay? And so they connected it. Daryl and all the folk in development and all of my friends who said they wanted to do something, they said, well, since you've got all these young people who come on your campus, something like 2,500 folk on campus every week who are from high schools and pre-collegiate programs, why don't you do something so they can come to college? They're here if they want. And so they said, we'll put our own money to that. And that's how that started. And so I stand here, you know, talking about the J. Keith Motley Scholarship, but it was all of you, friends out there. I cherish the chance right now to say thank you for that. We've taken that idea. I recall how this helped me. I am a product of the University of Pittsburgh Upward Bound program. So I was just like you. You understand? So thank you. That program gave me a foundation. Sometimes I was in a little bit of trouble. Some big dude pulled me up on the stage, made me stand here his whole speech, and things like that. But guess what? It made me understand. So let me tell you something about the difference it's made for somebody right here in this room. Emanuela Belliard, a junior at the Odyssey High School in South Boston, last summer, when she and other students delved into the history of the program, she said that by learning about the successes of urban scholars who have come before me, I am now convinced that I too can be great in life. Emanuela said, this by far is the greatest experience so far in my life as a young girl who has big dreams that I want to accomplish. This is unbelievable. So we say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. So I got